comes in there if you're familiar with the song. So this is Die Die by Shakira and BurnaBoy. We're going to go through the chords and we're going to do some different things with the right hand to liven up the thing. There's different types of beat patterns in the song, so we're going to try and imitate that on the guitar. Okay, so the first chord is a C sharp minor 7 in the first position. This is, I'm going to do these ones in case you can't do bar chords, okay? So normally we'll just play that one and the B7 bar chord as well, but this is it's a bit of a stretch, but it's slightly easier if you can't do the bar chords, okay? So, fourth finger to the 4th fret on the 5th string, second finger to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and your first finger to the 1st fret on the 3rd string, and we're going to pluck 5, 4, 3, 2. So that's our thumb, index, middle, and ring. Okay, I'll show you the rhythm for the beginning part in a second. Now, to get to our A chord, I'm just going to leave my 2nd finger there. I'm going to put my 3rd finger underneath it, and I'll put my 4th finger underneath that on the 2nd string. Again, pluck the same chords, strings rather. And then to get to the B7, I'm going to leave my 3rd finger where it is, put my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 4th string, and just for good measure, I'm going to put my 4th finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, because in the initial part of the rhythm we'll go and we switch strings, okay? And then to get back to the A, we just go back the way we came. 3rd finger stays, 2nd finger goes to the 4th string, 4th finger goes to the 2nd string. Okay, and we'll go again. Okay, so sorry, I'm struggling with this one today. It is extremely hot today. So we're going to go as we switch, okay? So I'm going to do the same rhythm on the B7 and back to the A, okay? Now, what we're doing is we're plucking out 5, 4, 3, 2. The same 5, 4, 3, 2 on the A. When we go to the B7, we start 5, 4, 3, 2 for the first 2 plucks. For the 3rd one, we're going to switch 5, 3, 2, 1, and then back to the A. So that's when it first comes in the oh, part. Okay, so let me just run through that again for you. When Shakira starts singing the first verse, I would just run my thumb through over the 5 to 2. You can add that one in there as well if you wish, and then just same sequence with the left hand, and then you can add that F sharp in there if you wish, and then when we're strumming, okay. Now you'll seen in the beginning, I moved to the bar chords. I think it's just to brighten it up a little bit. So let me show you the bar chords. We have a bar on the 4 with our 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the 4th string, and our 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And again, we can either strum or pluck the same strings as before. Okay, it's the same chord quality, but just in a different position. Whoops. Okay. Now, what I suggest for our A here is we're going to do it in the more Spanish way, the flamenco way. So I've got my 2nd finger on the 2nd string. I'm going to bring it back to the 2nd fret. I'm going to put my 1st finger, hinge bar, over the 4th and 2nd string. If you don't want to do that, you can of course do it like that, or if you prefer 1, 2, 3, of course it is your prerogative. So from there, the reason why I like this one here is because later when we do the rhythm, I like the sound of the finger sliding personally, but you don't have to do that. So then, yeah, after I've done the A, the barred B7 is a bar on the 2, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and 4th finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. And then back to the A. Or back to the A if you prefer, okay? So, but what initially happens is we have this like pattern part, which is just before bringing the beat. So my student and I, how we got around that was just to tap the guitar and do an upstroke afterwards. So know, a proper rhythm, which is like that. So okay, so that one, I'm going to call that the A rhythm, okay, because we're going to do a slight variation on that one later on in the song. It goes. It's the first half is the same, but we just do these two flicks on. We'll call that the B rhythm, okay. So A is. And B is. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry, I wasn't thinking this. So bam. Like that, okay? So let me break down those rhythms for you. So we're going to go. I'll deaden the chord so you can just focus on the right hand, okay? So first we go thumb down, thumb up. Back of the hand down, but don't play with the thumb, let the thumb go with it. And the thumb comes up to open the hand, and we do a tap, and then we bring the index finger in, and we flick the strings, okay? So one more time, thumb down, thumb up. See, I've got my fingers tucked in, right? Now I'm going to play with the back of my hand, and then see the thumb went with it, and then this time the thumb goes up by itself, which opens the hand for a tap, and I bring the index in and I just flick. Okay, so I'll try and do that very slowly for you. Sorry, wrong rhythm. I forgot to do the tap in between. So let me just break that down even slower. So it's like I say, it's obviously it's not a guitar song, but it's like a Latin American rhythm, like you say. It's like from a rumba. So we're just using that to imitate the snare drum in the actual song. Okay, so I keep forgetting to do the tap, sorry. So what I recommend is, just so you can focus in on the right hand, you just mute the left hand. And rewind the video again if you want. But in your count, by the way, that's 1, and, 2, and, 3, and, 4, and, okay? So that's that rhythm in the count as well. Feel free to rewind it. So we'll do each one of those like a half a bar, and then okay. And what's the other one? Yeah, the B rhythm. So starts the same, but then we've just got this 2 flicks on the A. So what we'll do is we'll play the C sharp minor 7, and then when we move to the A, there's 2 flicks with the index finger, and on the B7, and back on the A. So I'm hitting a little bit too hard. This room's quite boomy because it's a big stone room, so I was meant to hit it a little bit softer so it wouldn't pick it up, but apologies. Like I say, it's hot. I'm trying to get through it because I can't have my fan on if I'm recording something, so I'm sitting here sweltering. So that's the next one. So we'll break it down. It's same as before. Thumb down, thumb up, hand down, open the hand with the thumb, tap, flick, and then what we'll do is we'll do another little tap on the scratch plate to keep us on the 3rd beat, and then the and 4 is just a 2 tap. Like I say, that's on the A chord. So on the C sharp minor, we've got the 1, the and, 2, and, okay, and then on the A, we've got 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right, And now we can also do that with the first position chords if you're not using the bar chord. So either like that. Trying to flick as hard as that. So like I said, you get like a nice variation in the quality if you know, if we start here. Okay, and then one little other thing, when the clap part comes back in later on near the end of this song, we can also, because we've been playing, but the drop, that, it works a bit better. So let me just quickly show you that one. That's a tap, we come up with the index, we come down with the index, and up with the thumb, which opens the hand. Then we tap. Up, down, etc. Okay, so very slowly once again. Tap, index up, index down. Hand, thumb up to open the hand. Tap. Back again. Up, down, open, tap. Up, down, open, tap. And again, we'll do that over the chord. And then, so you know all the different bits. I mean, you can hear in the drum, the one that's going. Or the B section, which is a slightly different. Or we do the tap with the up. Sorry. That's like at the beginning. Or the tap with the down. So all I'd suggest to you is that you just take what you want from that. Hope you find it entertaining, hope you find it enjoying to play. Any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Consider liking and subscribing, etc. And enjoy the rest of the World Cup.